Hey everyone, today I am going to share with you how I collect my moon water. Also, collecting moon water is a very meditative process for me. So it starts with washing the jar. I'll share with you how I visualize while I'm washing the jars. I use color therapy. I also use crystals if I feel like it. I have my crystals here. I also use numerology and sacred geometry. So let's get started. All right, since we're here at the kitchen, at the sink already, I want to start with how I set up the mood. So what I typically do, and this may seem like a process, but this is what I do. So I usually make sure that I am clean. I'm showered, I'm wearing clean clothing. I will put incense on and I open up the windows so that any negativity in the home is dissipated and goes out into Mother Nature and is neutralized. So this is just a process that I do. And when I'm in the shower, I begin to visualize what I want. Like, what do I really want and need that'll make me happy? That's basically what I think of. Then I'll come downstairs and I'll grab my jar. Now this jar I've already washed out because it takes me a while, so I didn't want to do it on camera. But even when I'm washing the jar, I let the water run and, you know, I'll take my sponge and here's where the color therapy comes in. So right down to the color of the soap that I use, it's all intentional. So I always use my own liquid soap that I make because we do Reiki energy on it and it's made for blessings. Like, I know when I'm using this, it's got positive energy and it's gonna create a higher vibration in anything I do. So I always use this, and the color of this is like a gold color. It's like a yellowy gold. If you watch my vlogs, you've probably seen it. So this is like the concentrate here. So I use that for sure. The other thing to intensify, what I'll do is I am very aware of the rest of the dishwashing soap if I want to use them that I use. So I chose to use yellow this time around because yellow it's your second chakra, right? Or sorry, your third chakra, your solar plex chakra. And the solar plexus chakra is for creativity, and that's what I'm looking for in my life right now. I just want creativity to make better videos that are useful for you guys, and I just want to keep my third chakra super open to receive information. So that is the reason I chose this color yellow. Now what I typically do if I want to do a pink or a purple, I love the season right now. So in spring, what I'll do is I'll go pick like lilacs or anything like if I want purple, let's say, I'll go pick that color flower and then I'll make a tea tincture out of it, and then I'll add the color into the tea tincture into my soap bottle, so then I get the color that I want. And I'm also super aware too, like when I'm grocery shopping, I will purposely buy, like, I always have blue on hand, so then I can put this into my little thing if I want. I'll buy green. So I'm usually really aware of what I'm buying as well, and there's usually a reason behind it. So that is how I start. Sorry, we're 4 minutes in already, but that's basically the first part, is doing some active meditation, such as washing this jar, adding color therapy into it, and just really visualizing what it is that I want from this water and what I want from the moon's energy and how I want the cycle that the moon is in to help me attract or not, or surrender. Okay, so that's the first part. Okay, so let's fill the jar. Now that the jar is washed, cleansed, I've meditated on it, I'm going to fill the jar up with water. And while the jar is filling up, just visualize what you want. You don't have to do this, but what I will do is I will just hold on to this glass and in my mind, I have a picture of what I want, and I'm saying thank you to the universe, especially the moon. I'm basically just thanking the moon for giving me whatever it is that I want. I kind of, in my mind's eye, act like I already have it. So once I have this stamp in my mind, I then physically stamp this bottle. So these are called energy stamps. One, I'll show you two ways to do it. The first way is I'll hold on, I'll say thank you for showing me all this creativity. I have 50 more followers on YouTube. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you for showing me the way. Then I will blow into the water. That's called an energy stamp. You're putting your gratitude and how thankful you are right into the water. Then I usually take the lid, I'll close it, and think about just thanking the moon, thanking the Milky Way, thanking Gaia, and once again, that is also an energy stamp. When you kiss it, you're transferring your love, your gratitude onto the person you kiss, the glass you kiss, whatever it may be. Okay, so the next thing that I do, once I have basically prepped my water, I begin to use, this is where the sacred geometry and the numerology comes into play. So what I do is I have symbols. So instead of writing things, and you don't have to write on your jar. You can totally get a piece of paper like this and write whatever you want and just tear the paper out and put it underneath. If you're gonna leave this outside, if you can do that, that's what I do. Leave it outside in the moonlight. Just make sure that the moonlight's gonna hit the area wherever you put it, or you can put it in a windowsill. So you are more than welcome just to write on a piece of paper, fold it up, and then just put it under here while it's charging in under the moon's energy. Okay, you're still, the words have energy. That's how the moonlight will strike into the water, into the words, and give your words, whatever your intention, like more power. It's a power booster basically. And that's part of the reason it's really important to act like it's done, to act like that the moon has already given you what you're looking for. So for example, one of my things is health. I want to go for at least 2 walks every single day. And you know, I started this 2 weeks ago and I'm doing it. I'm going for 2 walks every single day. And I acted like, I was like, thank you, moon. Thank you so much for the walks that I go on. I have so much energy now. I don't feel lazy. And I was literally acting like it was done. So that's the key to this. Act like what you're asking for is already done. All right, so like I said, at this point, you can go ahead and you can write whatever intention it is that you want. What I do is I will draw what I want. So I usually use like sacred geometry and numerology. So I'll draw, and these numbers mean like whole sentences to me. So if you look, you might think, oh, that's a heart, but is it? It's actually a 2 and a 2. And the 2 and 2, that's my life path number. So everything is connected back to my soul urge, my destiny path, because a lot of what I want is to be of service, to really like connect with the ether and just start doing what I'm really supposed to be doing. And this here is the stem here, that's number 1 for me, and number 1 is my it's my name number. When you reduce it, it comes down to the number 1, and your name's number is the sun. It's got to do with the sun energy, I think. I'm not 100% positive. And then I also have the number 4. So I'll take the number 4, but I usually draw it into a house with water, trees, because, and this symbolizes, so I'm using the number 4 in this house, but it symbolizes I want to live on the beach one day. I want to be able to see the water from my house. And the tree is because I want like gardens and vegetables. And I've actually already attracted that, to be honest with you. My backyard, I'm growing strawberries and herbs, all this stuff. So, and I truly do believe that it's from the number 4 energy because I have it all over my house right now. The next thing I do is I connect them with a triangle. Now, you don't have to do this, but the reason I do it is because the triangle, this is where geometry comes in, and for me, the triangle is the source of attraction. And it, to me, represents balance. So the top is number 9, which is your soul. And then you have number 3, which is your mind. And then you have number 6 here. 3, 6, and 9 are quantum numbers, but that'll be a different vlog. So anyways, I do that. And once that is done, I make sure before I put this outside, what I typically do is I will put this jar out. I'll wait until the sun has set and the moon has rised. So wherever you live, just make sure you look at the timing of what you're doing and just ensure that the sun set and the moon has rised. And then I will get up super early, usually like 4:30 or 5 in the morning before the sunrise. I'll get up and I'll go pick up my water so that the sun doesn't hit it. And that way, usually if I get up at around 4:30, I can see the moon, and I will just hold my water and just give it one little quick prayer. A prayer while I can see the moon still. Now with that piece of paper, you can do whatever you want with a piece of paper. If you want to keep it, so store the moon water in a dark place. I just leave it in a cupboard in my kitchen where it's dark. No one really gets to that cupboard. You can keep that piece of paper underneath. You can set it in your cupboard. That's totally fine. You can, if you want, you can burn it. You can bury it. You can throw it in the trash. Really do whatever you throw it in the organics bin. It doesn't matter what you do with it. Do whatever feels right for you. So that is how I collect my moon water. It's kind of a long, drawn out process, but that's the way I do it, and that's the way I like it. Hope that helps. Love you guys. Bye.